Ah, that was a hot sip of coffee. That one hurt. It's the hottest it's
boiling.
gonna be. The hottest it's gonna be. Ah!
Hey, you know what? I'm telling you, you need that. Oh yeah, it's on. Good.
That cup warmer.
I'm telling you, it works.
I don't got any plugs in here. No, Hunter, I'm not getting the cup warmer. I'm not doing it.
That one's hot too.
Not to mention though, I don't have any more plugs in here. Like everything is plugged in this studio. Like
there's because
no
Terry doesn't want you to plug anything else.
Yeah.
In. Anything else that's getting plugged in is plugged in by Terry. Yeah. I know that's on purpose for a reason.
Well, and not to mention too, I got 2 new screens. I got the new camera. I got that camera. I got so many electronics in here.
You know those plug protectors you put in your house for children?
Yeah, I got them all over
like what he's doing with you. He's just not giving you any.
I just can't figure it out. I can't get my finger over it. It's actually smart. That's very smart.
Something I learned the other day.
Sure. Go for it.
I don't know. So I was scrolling through some YouTube videos and whatnot. And I know it's the internet, but this is science, and you can look this up. Have you heard of Apophis? It's an asteroid that's going to pass the Earth at 2029, right? 2029?
Another asteroid.
So an asteroid. Hey, you know, one of those things hit the Earth and destroyed it, right? The dinosaurs. This is a real thing. So Apophis is gonna pass the Earth in 2029, and the scientists are calling this spot a keyhole. A keyhole. If Apophis passes through this keyhole, it'll be close enough to Earth to where the Earth's gravity will misdirect it just enough so that it will hit Earth in 7 years after 2029, so 2036.
So wait, so it'll go past us.
Yes.
And then come back around.
And another wild thing, it goes past us on Friday the 13th.
So what you're saying is it will go past us.
Yes.
And then come back around and hit us.
If it passes through this certain keyhole that we're watching. If it's direction, if it goes through this spot in space, which we call the keyhole, Earth's gravitational pull will kind of pull that asteroid off orbit just enough to when it circles around back in 2036, boom. And it's the size of the Rose Bowl.
That's not that bad.
It's bigger than the one that annihilated the dinosaurs.
We're being such a baby. It's fine. That's fine. We'll be all right.
It's an extinction level event asteroid.
We'll be okay.
And there's another one that's the size of, was it Dallas, Texas? A city in Texas. I think it was Dallas.
Yeah.
That's further down the road. 30 years down the road.
You've been talking about asteroids. There's been all sorts of asteroids that have come by, yada, yada, yada. We're fine.
Hey, that video was a little terrifying.
Yeah, but we've also seen videos of black holes that could suck us up and everything. And besides, here's what
the nearest black hole. The nearest black hole is so far away.
You actually
nobody ever said that. You're just saying things now.
You know why that doesn't bother me? I'm all for this. I'm all for
you want everybody to die at once.
Yeah. Why do I have to die and everyone else gets to keep having fun? No. If we're gonna if I'm gonna die, everyone needs to die with me.
You know what all the comments on this video was? Now we know why all the billionaires are trying to get to Mars or building penis rockets to get in space, get in the moon, get on the moon,
get on there.
Mars. All these underground bunkers being built.
Hey, they were building bunkers in the 50s, man. It's
nuclear war. Yeah. But now.
No, it's fine. If it hits us, everyone's dead. Except for the billionaires. That's fine though. Who wants to be on a planet with a bunch of billionaires anyways? That sounds awful.
Another thing they were saying, if it does hit, it's going to probably more than likely hit somewhere in the ocean. And I mean, we're talking tsunamis everywhere.
Yeah, I got like 6 boats.
You and you?
I got like
we're
6
all dead.
I got 6 boats. I got a stand-up paddleboard. I'll be fine.
That is going to be a perfect storm ass boat going up that
I'm going to be riding that wave.
Hey, like Lieutenant Dan, you're dead.
You call this a storm? No, I'll be fine.
Does that scare you at all?
No, it doesn't.
Why not? It doesn't now, but no joke. You turn on the TV news or whatever, and they're like, hey, Brock, looking you dead in the eye saying, it's happening.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, yeah, whatever. No, you're not.
Multiple reasons.
I know who you are.
Multiple reasons. No, with that, I don't. One, we know when it's going to hit, so I can prepare. I'm not coming into work the next day.
For what?
I'm not coming into work the next day.
Another comment. My employer's still going to make me come in that.
Yeah,
day.
no. So I think something like that is great because one, you know when it's going to happen, so I can live my life the way I want to live it. I'm not coming into work. I'm not paying taxes.
Always just sitting.
I'm not
there on your shoulder.
I'm not paying taxes.
TikTok, man.
That's life, man. That's life. You can.
It is life.
You get hit any moment. Any moment. You could be sitting there right now. Rogue truck tire through your window. You're dead. You're right. So at least now we can prepare. I'm not paying taxes. I'm not doing anything like that. Also, everyone else is dead. I told you I'm not joking when I say that is my dream. Look, I'm not scared of dying. What sucks is that everyone else gets to live on living life.
Worst.
What?
God, you're the worst.
So bring on the asteroid. Bring on that thick asteroid. I don't care, man.
The
two S's. 2 C's. Yeah, 2 C's, 2 S's. The big thick asteroid.
Look it up, though. Apophis. It's terrifying. And it's not far down the road. It's
what year? What year is it supposed to go past us?
2029, I believe. I think it's 2020, 2029.
So 5 years from now? 5 years from now?
Yeah.
And then if it does hit that keyhole, we have another however many years.
Move that asteroid in a certain way in its orbit to when it passes around again in 7 years. Boom!
How is it going to pass around again, though? That's what I don't understand. That doesn't make sense.
How orbit works.
So it's going to get stuck in our orbit, is what you're saying?
I think yes, until it gets to a certain.
I don't think
I don't think these guys the gravitational orbit.
Yeah. That doesn't mean okay. No, think about this is what I'm saying though. Is that okay? It hits that keyhole, takes it off it. How does it bring it back around then? Isn't it just going to go?
It gets caught in the orbit of the gravitational pull of the Earth.
Okay, right, but even if it's in our orbit, what is it going to circle like a drain until it hits us? This side, what kind of?
You have no idea what you're talking about. I really have no idea what I'm talking about. But at least I'm a little bit closer than you are. No, it doesn't circle a drain.
Sorry, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
It can.
Okay, listen to me. Listen. Wait, we got stuff to talk about, but this is what. Okay, here's the Earth, right? Here's the Earth. Here's our gravitational pull, rotation, right? This thing is coming, right? Yeah. It's going to hit, and then unless it got sucked in like that, I'd understand. But you're saying it's going to change course. Well, where's it going to start coming back around? It's not like it's just
course closer to the Earth. So watch my finger. Boom, it's coming, and it gets into that keyhole and goes this way a little bit.
Okay,
back around. So it's on the outer edge of the oval. Earth is.
I get
you know what I'm saying. And so when it gets to the other edge, maybe after the second time it passes, it leaves our orbit. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but then how is it going to come back and get us and fit? What's it going to go around?
Because for a couple rotations, it's in our orbit. I'm saying this by just the knowledge I think I know. Okay, but yes, if it got caught in a circular orbit, it would circle like a drain. You're right.
I just am wondering where
in the middle.
Okay, it doesn't get sucked in. Yes, it changes its trajectory, but then where is it going to start coming back around then where it'd be close enough? Because it's going to be out of ours. Doesn't make sense.
It's not out of ours. It's in our orbit. It's going to come back around. It's getting sucked in by the Earth's gravitational pull. But there will be a point where it gets out of that suction, that gravitational pull, and then it keeps going.
Okay, then how is it going to come back and hit us then if it keeps going?
Much like a black hole. If you get close to it, it's going to suck it up.
Okay, but if it keeps going, then how is it turning around and coming back and hitting us? This doesn't make any sense.
Right. Let me explain this one more time.
You're not doing a good job. You're not doing a good job.
It passes Earth, right?
Yes.
Earth has a gravitational pull,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
All right. So it gets caught in that
right.
web.
Right.
But it's got a lot of momentum, and it's going to go to the edge of that web, but it's going to come back because the web is powerful enough to bring it back. But then it's going to pass one more time, have some momentum, and that second time, maybe it gets past the outer edge of that web. Keeps going.
Because our gravitational pull is not that big in the big picture of things.
Pretty damn big.
And you're telling me it's going to stay inside our tiny little gravitational pull
for a couple orbits.
And then I think the math is wrong.
Let me just take care of it.
I think the math is wrong on that.
God, you suck.
Don't sit there and pretend like you're so much more knowledgeable.
I am not. I'm nowhere near any.
But it still doesn't make sense.
Compared to you, I am
because for me, if that's the case, then we should be pulling in all sorts of planets and stuff. Our gravitational pull isn't that big.
Outside of the gravitational pull, God, dude.
I think it's going to change.
Why do you think the solar system revolves around the sun? And why?
So you're telling me this thing's going to stay in ours and not get sucked out by the sun's gravitational pull or anything like that?
For a few orbits, yes.
So for a few orbits, it's going to be out of ours.
Yeah, after a few orbits, it's probably going to be gone. Yes.
Okay, so then what do we
outside of the gravitational pull?
Then what are we worried about? Then it's gone. Then we got nothing to worry about.
The second orbit is they're saying it might hit the second orbit.
That still doesn't make sense.
And so I think he was talking about 3. There's 3 orbits of it that we know of.
I'm still not
understanding. This one coming up 2029, 2036, and I believe they're talking about another one.
Hold on. I got Ricky saying you're visualizing orbit wrong, Brock. I'm not going to take Ricky's advice on this one either, nor Hunter's.
I think you should take anybody's advice.
Anybody.
Ask Riley. She knows a little bit more about this than you.
The second orbit thing, and you're saying if it gets out of our orbit, but then it's going to come back around. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
My God,
it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. It's flawed. If it's out of our orbit, where's it coming back around in?
Yeah, you know what? All these scientists are dead wrong. You and your brilliant mind on the Plan B morning show figured it out.
I'm not saying they're dead wrong. I'm saying you're wrong, and you're not explaining it well. That's all I'm saying.
What they're saying.
That's wrong. It's wrong. There's no way. There's no way. It doesn't make any sense. It's 7:25.
Space with you, and I don't know anything about it. But my God, you're idiocracy when it comes to space.
That's why I wish you would change your tone a little bit, because you are not a scientist. Calm down a little bit.
I know what I'm talking about.
Oh my God. Okay. Right. Yeah.
Hey, anybody watching this, comment.
Radical eye.
Look it up.
Radical eye movement. Why don't you relax a little bit here before we start busting out science degrees? Before we start busting out science degrees here.
Look it up. Apophis.
No,
I don't want to, because you're right. You won't look it up.
I'm going to look it. I'm going to look it up.
Apophis.
I'm going to look it up. And it's going to make
it because I can't do this anymore.
Good. I hope it does too. I hope it hits you. I
hope it hits 2029.
Bring on the sweet release of that impending doom of that right in the chin. I don't even know. All right, let's do your morning dump, I guess, at this point. It's 7:26. Science. Yeah, you know what?
Ever watch Bill Nye? Come on.
You're Beekman's World, all right? I don't even want to listen to you anymore. No, you're the rat on Beekman's World, okay? That's what you are. All right, let's do your morning dump, my God.
Jesus.
God. Oh, my God. Like, I'm sweating right now. I'm so worked. This is so funny. Whew, hot coffee. Hey, your morning dump brought to you by Pump That Septic. Clean your septic today with Pump That Septic. Call them 269-445-7777 or visit pumpthatseptic.com. Maybe it's the suction of a septic pumping that will bring it back into orbit is what it'll do.
Oh, my God.
Hey, here's a good one to start off with. Now that we got the important stuff out of the way, Pump That Septic. Yes, stress ages you. If you're young, however, researchers at North Carolina State University have found that high stress can make young adults look and feel older, but only days when they also felt less in control of their lives.
It's not really a study. We do a lot of these that really aren't studies. That's just,
I mean, yeah,
it's life beating you down. Haven't you heard anybody say
that?
Right,
that's exactly it. You know,
I could. You give me a lineup of 10 people, I could tell you which ones work their ass off their entire life.
We're just stressed. Like
you wear it on your body, your face.
Yeah. Look at any president. From the start of their term to the end. I mean, Obama, he was a handsome, strapping young black man, in his late 30s. When he left office, you're like, oh my God, what did we do to him? What did we do?
Dude, I could go to a bar. No joke. I could go to a bar and tell you which guys in this bar work construction.
Mm-hmm.
That guy. They have a certain look, and it's a good workman's, manly look. I'm not saying anything bad about the construction workers, but you guys wear you wear that on you. I think working your ass off for 12 hours, throwing sandbags and cement over your shoulder, like you're gonna look a certain way.
I also think too, you look at any mentally stressful jobs, God, that's got to be exhausting. That's got to just be, and that's not good for you either. That's also, I think, goes into the study they're talking about. Also, the lack of feeling of in control and just being mentally stressed as well, plays a big factor into it. I hope that's why having this job, I will live much longer, because this is about as stress. This is just have a radio career, and you'll never be stressed a day in your life. You'll never be stressed.
It is nice waking up laughing. Some people wake up just.
I mean, yeah. Could you wake up like all of a sudden stressful situation? Let's think about like being a cop or a doctor. Like think about being like a cardiovascular surgeon.
Yeah. And imagine waking up this morning and you had to go save somebody's life because you knew you had heart surgery to do. Like that's on your plate. That's you know what we have on our plate. I wonder what the WTF of this morning is going to be. We yelled at each other about something we know nothing about. That's the most stressed I've been, Hunter. Yeah, me too. I just lost
in months. All right, and it means nothing. It's nothing, right? Yeah.
Imagine that.
It'd be tough, dude. It'd be tough.
So, what's the most stressful job? Look that up. Google that.
That's a good. It's got to be like a. It's got to be like something in the medical field, right? Or maybe not.
People would say, like, well, the president's got to be. Not anymore. I know. Trump is out there golfing all the time, like that.
Right. And everyone else is doing the work.
Right.
What is the number one most stressful job? Military personnel was on here.
There you go.
Police officer.
Oh, yeah. When you have hot lead flying over your head. That's
military personnel. Right. I think it depends on who exactly because you can also still work have a desk job in the military, which nothing wrong with that. But I mean, it probably mean, like
still got to go through the whole
some guy on the front lines, police officer, firefighter.
Great answers there.
Social worker is number 4. Wow.
Dude, no joke. Police officer, you wake up every day knowing my job could kill me.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of constructions out there if you're working heavy equipment, but it's not very common for people to say, I could wake up any given day, go to my work, and because I went to work, I'm out. Yeah, that's wild. Police officers, you never know.
Up there. No.
Every time you walk up to that car, you have no idea.
Unless you're Andy Griffith in the Andy Griffith Show in Mayberry, you're going to be, it's a stressful job.
Barney Fife in Mayberry.
Yeah, right. So here, this one, I found a good article. Top 10. Here we go. Top 10. Number 10, surgeon. Number 9, compliance officer. Number 8, paramedic. Number 7, marriage and family therapist. Number 6, clinical social worker. Okay, so that tracks. Number 5, rehabilitation counselor. Number 4, child and family social worker. See, I think that's the mental part.
It's the mental thing. That's what the rehab thing, the counselor, the marriage. So it's hard enough to keep your own marriage together. Right. Now you're trying to fix up. Wow.
Yeah. You're trying to fix multiple other couples' marriage. Yeah, that's tough. Number 3, construction worker. Number 2, security guard. And number 1, structural iron and steel worker.
Yeah. There you go.
Maybe this is by pay. I don't know.
Hot steel around you all the time.
Or imagine being like a oil rig worker out in like the Pacific Ocean. Those
guys throwing the chains around whatever the pump thing is. Yeah. That thing going up. Just thousands of pounds of steel around you all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then we're pumping hot oil out of the ground. You could just, burn you to your bones. I just, I'm glad I'm here.
No stress. I mean, I'm going to take
except that last break.
Except for that last one. That was right. Besides that. But again, if that's
the most of my hair right now, it wasn't gray before. Like that just started happening.
If that's the most stressful thing you and I have to deal with, look, we apologize to everyone listening. I got a complaint list. So, and by the way, celebrities, I don't want to hear celebrities ever complain either. All right. Yeah. I don't want to hear Jennifer Aniston ever talk about stress. Yes, all right. Take it back.
Out of that list, what would be the most stressful for you?
Oh, I closed it down. Probably a surgeon. I was
going to say that too. No, military.
I mean, obviously military, but I would try and work it. I'd try and be like Robin Williams in Good Morning Vietnam. I'd try and just get a sweet radio gig.
What's more stressful? What's more stressful? Having somebody else's life in your hands.
Yeah.
Or trying to not die.
Operating on a human body successfully, I think would just be insane.
Insane.
You know,
like that 47 years of that guy's life is in my hands right now.
Yep.
And if I screw up, that's gone.
I'm surprised I'm surprised teacher wasn't a higher up on the list.
Yeah.
Because that's a stressful job too.
Oh boy.
Especially nowadays.
We made it stressful. That's
what I think about that. You and I, there was an adult that had to deal with us as teenagers on a daily basis. That's why they get 3 months off, man. They need it. Just sit there and drink for 3 months straight. That's what I know my teacher did.
I don't think we were terrible, but we were just attention whores.
Yeah. Which can be exhausting too.
You know,
which can be exhausting.
That's what this parent teacher conference was for me. She said, I love Hunter. He's great. It's just I got to compete for attention. Yeah, I can't have that in my class.
No, that and he knows nothing about space. It's a lot.
Yeah, right.
Your science teacher was probably
I can't wait.
Science teacher was probably just beside himself.
Oh, geez,
this guy's the stupidest kid I've ever met in my life.
Dude, I know what you're doing. It's not gonna work. You're not gonna piss me off this morning.
No, I'm drinking coffee. Stupid science man. Lastly, anyway, hey, don't be stressed. Don't be stressed, everyone. Just take a breath. Woo-saw, rub your leather. I do want to end with this, just so you know what? I'm really going to piss you off today. It's National Oreo Cookie Day today, or better known as the worst cookie ever day today. Oreos are garbage. All right.
I'm done.
They're not even original. They're a ripoff. They're a knockoff of an older cookie, and they get stuck in your teeth. All right. It's a black cookie. What flavor would you say is
the
Oreo?
Best cookie?
In the list?
Oreo. First answer.
You're stupid.
Wow, that's amazing.
There's no way. There's no way Oreo popped up. There's no way. I'm gonna search it right now. What's the best cookie?
There's a reason like billions of them get sold day by day by day. It's because people love Oreos.
Garbage.
Not because everybody's wrong.
Here, what's the number? Nearly 93% of all American households serve and enjoy cookies as treat at or after meals. However, it's the chocolate chip cookie that's most popular in the United States and around the world. Garbage. Garbage Oreos. Garbage Oreos. Garbage meteors.
Hey, that's fine. It's more Oreos for us. I ain't going to get mad at you for that.
Good. You eat it.
I will. Among everybody else.
I hope you choke on that Oreo as that meteor comes down and hits you right in the face. All right. That's it. That's your morning dump. We'll be back.
God.
Jesus.
The worst.
Hold on.
Take him through the coals. He can't hear me right now. I don't think he can. Can you? Take him through the coals if you guys can hear.
There's so many they were just digging. I couldn't get to any of them.
Go ahead. Yeah, let's see how.
Well, first, David said, go to the dentist regularly. Good morning, Scott. Morning, Eric. Morning, Zach. Morning, Zach. Oh, we got double Zach. And Brock will be fine. Has he seen Mel Gibson's Waterworld? That's right. I'm going to be like, or not. No, that's Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner.
Yeah, there you go.
Zach said Hunter's going to ride his golf bag and somehow survive. Is that when the media hits?
Right.
Let's see. Morning, Amanda.
I was golfing with Zach the other day. What up, man? Thanks for getting on the stream.
I like this. Lou said it's time to break out different sized balls. That's what I need. I need a diorama.
Right. You need something like that floating around in the background.
That's not saying he agrees with you. He's just saying we need different. I'm using my fist. Let's see what else. Alan said Hunter is right. What right about what? It's still you didn't explain to me what it is. What it is.
This is simple. Like, did you do the diorama thing? Did you? Did you make the sign, or did your mom do it? Your mom did it, didn't she?
What doesn't make sense? This is all I'm explaining to you. Is if it's going to get out of our orbit, then when is it just gonna?
You're wording it wrong. You're stepping off on the wrong foot. It's not getting out of our orbit. It's getting out of our gravitational pull. That's how you say it. So orbit is different than gravitational pull. It's going to orbit us in a certain way because of the gravitational pull of the Earth.
Right.
But it's like an oval. It's not completely circle around. It's not. Earth isn't perfectly in the center.
You were saying orbit, goddammit. Then so our gravitational pull, it's going to stay in that.
Yes.
Right,
once it passes Earth and hits our gravitational
and then it'll
pull,
go in the
it
oval,
starts orbiting.
What you're saying then is when it gets in the that part, that's when it's going to come back and then do that.
Yep.
Well, then say Hold on, we got it. I'm blaming you on that one. You didn't say you were.
What gravitational pull is like centrifugal force that slingshots things.
Yeah, I get that.
You get that?
But you say yes. Okay.
So, now you get it?
No, it still doesn't make sense. I'm still not buying it. It's still not buying it. All right, we made a little headway. Hunter was saying
still not buying it
instead of gravitational pull. I'm not at fault for that. I'm not at fault for that.
Look back.
Yeah, we can anybody watch
the exact same way.
No. You were saying orbit and not gravitational pull. That's what we said 30 billion times. We're not getting to this. Should we do sports or you don't want to do topic?
Actually,
we got to do sports. We got to do sports now. We're going to do this. And then we're going to.
I'm done being a science. I'm done being Neil this morning. All right.
You are far from it. Trust me. All right. Trust me. All right. We got to do sports. And do we even have anything? Should we talk about what should we do?
Neil attack anybody?
He actually was a wrestler in college. He probably could. Like, will you just understand it? Yeah, he was. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Let's do sports. As always, sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
Bud Distributing, getting you stocked up with delicious Bud Light, Towel, Cool, Budweiser's, other delicious drinks like Good Boy Vodka Seltzers, Every Pour Helps a Pup, and Michelob Ultra. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Hey, Bud, and remember to drink wiser, Bud.
Do you have your story or situation you wanted to discuss?
It's not a story. I was just going to play something for you, but can you hear it on the stream? If I play this?
I think if I put this in queue, yeah, try it.
Okay, can you hear this?
Yeah, I can hear that.
What's that noise?
Dude, I know that noise. Out of the park, ladies and gentlemen. We're kickballing.
You are absolutely right. It's a rubber ball. It's one of the red rubber ball. And the only
everybody knows that noise.
Everyone knows that
distinct,
that horrifying wet noise.
Hey, you know what? It's better off the foot than hitting you in the face.
Right.
It makes the same noise. Now you're all in big trouble.
So I've been sitting on that forever just because a buddy of mine posted a meme and it was a picture of that red ball that we all remember, and it says it was you can't hear a picture. The picture is that, and so we're like, oh, of course, everyone knows
Everybody knows.
Wet. Yep. Whatever is that rubber? It's like a plastic rubber noise.
Big rubber ball. It's like it's got to be like the cheapest thing to make. Every school had them, like a whole tub of them.
Racks of them.
That ended up on top of the school like every single day. If you go on the top of any school, I'm serious. 40 rubber balls just laying around
with a little bit deflated red rubber balls, whatever they are. And I just thought it was so funny because it's such, especially in a gymnasium, in an auditorium, the echo, the reverb, the sound of that hitting your friend's face during a game of dodgeball was glorious.
It was,
and yet horrifying all at the same time.
Dude, I had one buddy one time. One was rolling towards him, and it has had top spin on it, coming towards him.
Very nice.
He like lined up like this thing, like he was gonna boot it out of the stadium, right?
Right.
And he kicked it in a certain way with his toe, to where it like skipped off his toe and absolutely annihilated his own face. He closed lined himself, and I mean, even the teacher out there watching recess, like everybody dropped.
She lost her composure.
Dude,
she was couldn't
do it a million more tries.
Oh my God, I love it.
Just the way he was looking at it, like it was out of the man.
Oh yeah, probably, what was his tongue out? Like Michael getting ready to and just
boom. Just kidding. It hurts too. He's kind of
dude. It stings because again, whatever that, it's not
start to taste iron in your mouth.
Right. It's not rubber. It's not plastic, but it's the most like.
You know what honestly, it is? Because it flattens out and it hits a big surface area. It just kind of wraps around your face.
You know what? Honestly, Hunter, you don't need a gun in your house. You don't need. You just need just
Billy Madison that thing at the thief.
That's what I'm putting next to my bed. Is just a basket. One of those racks. One of those ball racks at school next to my bed. And I'm just. I mean, stop it! I'm sorry.
Hey, real quick fun fact. Billy Madison, that scene where they play dodgeball, that's a legit dodgeball scene. As far as he didn't hold back, and those weren't like stunt, those were real kids parents volunteered their kids for it, and they really didn't know that it was going to be like that. There were like 2 or 3 kids with the parents. And there's one specific scene, when the kid gets hit in the stomach.
Yeah.
They used that, and the kid's mom took him away after that. She's like, I didn't know. I didn't really know threw a ball at my kid like that.
I didn't know a grown man was actually going to be. I thought this was going to be fixed in post or CGI.
Adam Sandler didn't apologize. He's like, yeah, whatever. Like,
hey, we got to be real on this.
Roll tape. Oh.
Anyway, I just thought that was fun. Everyone knows it. Like, there's probably people right now having like flashbacks, PTSD of gym class, where just red balls raining down on them, like the arrows taking out King Leonidas and his soldiers. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Wow. Stop throwing that at me.
You always gang up on the weak kids. Get them! Trying to break glasses.
No.
Anyway. Ooh, actually, you know what? Here, let me do one more thing. We'll have a little fun with this. Here we go.
It smells. It is a terrifying situation.
That's enough. We've had enough of that. Anyway, that's all I have for sports. That's what I had. I told you it wasn't really a sports story.
It really wasn't. I don't really have much either. I do have kind of a boring story if you want to.
No, it's 7:45. Should we just go?
Thank you. I like that.
That's good.
Yeah, if there's nothing, why even waste time?
We still have
How about
2
this?
more days. What?
Caitlin Clark declaring that she'll enter the WNBA draft after Iowa's season is over. But Fox and a bunch of other, broadcasting stations are trying to mustered up some money to keep her in college. That's the story.
That's it.
Big story in sports.
And it'll be interesting to see because she could change her mind. She declared, but she doesn't need to go. So everyone's all eyes on her. All eyes on her.
Talk more about it probably throughout the week.
Honestly, here's the last thing on that. I think after March will be a big pivot point for her after the tournament.
We'll know after
the
March,
tournament.
for sure.
All right. Sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
We'll be back. Hold on a sec. What's this?
Bond incorporating a bio.
What's the topic?
What's something you know is wrong but still do anyways?
Ooh. I hope
Talk about science.
Yeah. Jesus, man.
Hold on, let me see if it. Good morning, Stacy. Ben said, I hope the comment hits both of you dummies. That's my dream. Happy Social Worker Month. Hey, that's cool going into the conversation we had. Yes, dude, social worker, that'd be another tough job. You know why that would be tough? Just because kind of like the therapist, I mean, you're really dealing with a lot of just sad, depressing stuff lots of times.
So here it is. So Google Apophis. So Apophis is hang on, I'm gonna get back on the stream here. Apophis is a peanut-shaped near-Earth asteroid left over from the formation of our solar system about 4.6 billion years ago. It wobbles back and forth, even while spinning on its axis and rotating once every 30 hours.
So it's just hurtling through space.
Quick facts. The first one, impact year, 2029. Radius.
So it is going to hit. It's a guarantee.
Mass is 26.99 billion kilograms. It was discovered on June 19th. That's right. A lot of weight.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Orbit period, 324 days. How about this? What would happen if Apophis hit Earth? A land strike by Apophis would destroy an area of about 50 square miles and leave behind a crater about 3 miles wide. Widespread destruction.
Is that an Earth killer? Is that like what do they call it in Armageddon? It's a global killer?
Extinction level event, Ellie.
Yeah.
So Apophis would cause widespread destruction up to several hundred of kilometers from its impact site. So is it an earth killer?
Doesn't sound like. I mean, if it hits the water, that'll definitely do a lot of damage. But I mean, if it's like the middle, I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting. So maybe what I'm reading, maybe it doesn't leave orbit. Maybe it's always in
It's
our
just
orbit.
it's always just going around us.
It gets closer and farther away depending on where we're at in time.
All right, here we go. Good morning. Yes, Hunter and I are still talking about that meteor.
Just leave it alone. Much like our Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady debate, it's never going to go anywhere.
I hate you, Hunter. I hate you.
I'm never coming back ever.
Mom, Hunter's being mean. Anyway,
I'll put my balls on your drums. Just be careful.
You mother. I've never loved a fake nut so much in my life than I have in that movie. Right? That's it. I'm gonna put my drums on you, or put my nuts on your drum set. And they're obviously the fakest nuts, but they're just so funny. I think they just went and got truck nuts and then
right. Jeez, man.
Anyway, welcome to it. It is the Plan B Morning Show. It's time to get to our topic of the day here. What's something you know is wrong but do anyway? And I'm guessing this is probably little things. All right, I imagine murder. I hope no one comments on murder. Like, oh yeah, I know it's wrong, but I do it. And so I think it's more like little, like
we talk about these a lot. And I'm just gonna throw them out there, man. Like the right turn on red. I know I'm not supposed to do it, but I'm doing it. I don't care. You know what? Sometimes it doesn't. I don't do this all the time. Okay, but if it's red and there's tumbleweeds around, I'm going. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
You look around.
Sorry. I know that's like I did it one time with her in the car, and she's like, it took her back.
Yeah.
I'm like,
what are you doing?
Look around.
Yeah.
Like, there's just not even a mosquito around. Like, come on. But you know what? One time I'm gonna do like she's gonna come right around that tree or something. And hey, I was in the wrong.
No.
But not like taking off on a red when people are, I'm not playing Frogger with it.
You're in the middle of the, country and there's nothing, I'm right there with you.
Rolling stop signs. I'll do that.
Yeah. If you don't roll through stop signs, I hate you. All right. Just roll through it. That's all right. Come on. We can just keep it going. All right. Just keep it going. My favorite one to do that is on Mall Drive, like when you get right by Wings and Walmart and everything. Yeah. Everyone just needs to look. Just go. Just go. When someone comes to a complete stop at that one, I lose my mind.
Nobody's coming down that weird mall.
And if they are, there's nothing straight there. You can't. There's nothing going that way other than a turn into the Lowe's parking lot. Just go.
That should be a yellow light.
That should be. Just go. We're all watching. Complete stop. Are you high? So I don't know about you, Hunter, but I am a firm believer in karma. So there's a lot of things I won't do just because I'm like, even if it's small,
100%.
So this was kind of a tough one for me. So I was trying to think if there's,
like an example of that, what you just said for me would be like, I would never say, oh, my grandma's sick. I can't make it when she wasn't.
Right.
Because I know I'm like, as soon as I say that, boom, she's going to get sick. It's bad karma. I'll never do anything that's going to bring bad karma.
So I'll steal one from Reddit. This is where I found it. And I'll get to your answers a bit, but this one, like I said, it was kind of hard for me, and it's too much screen time. And I regulate it, but there's still times where I'm like, just put your phone down. I think I could probably I think all of us could do better on screen time. You know what I mean? Like you've talked about it. Sometimes you find yourself, you're watching a movie, you and your significant other, and you still got your phone and you're like, what am I doing? You know what I mean? So
I have the TV on,
it's one of those where I try and be conscious, but I think all of us could probably cut
my
down
body
on
like time. Naturally goes into like a fight or flight. If I'm scrolling for like an hour or so,
right,
my body naturally is like, dude, get yourself out of here. Go outside. Get
like before bed. I know I shouldn't be looking at my phone before I go to bed.
I'm trying to put it away.
You just pick up a book and I'd be asleep in 10 minutes. But instead, I'm going to play a couple hands of euchre and then I'm going to go to Reddit.
Really work? I've been reading this golf book lately instead of scrolling on the phone at bed.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm staying up longer because I'm interested in it. And I keep reading and reading. And usually on the phone, it's like different subjects, on Reddit. Where I'm like, finally, I'm just out,
fall asleep with your phone on your face.
Exactly.
Terrible. So. We got some answers here on Facebook. What's something you know is wrong, but you do anyway? Rick said my wife.
My wife.
Rodney Dangerfield over there. Hey, my wife.
Hey.
That's funny though. That's funny.
funny.
Let's see. Oh, Amanda said I roll at my husband. That's your lovely wife that said that.
Nothing's funny to her anymore. I really do. You know what I said last night? There should be another answer. And if she deleted that answer from last night, I'm gonna say it on air because she was nervous about posting it.
Yeah.
You know what I said last night? We were sitting there across the table, and one of our other friends was with us. And we're just kind of sitting there, not really saying much. And all of a sudden, I'm just, can we talk to each other? I feel like I'm 90 right now, just looking around, like, because we spend so much time together.
Right.
There's nothing to say. I know,
Yep.
like, everything that she did that day. She knows everything about me. I can't say anything that's really that funny to her anymore. So now we're at this point, we're just kind of looking around.
I know. I'm right there with you, man. Because I need to start like setting up like guy trips without
she did
her.
She like brought something up right away. It was like, oh yeah, okay, and then
like, damn it, okay,
wait.
Then
Say it though,
yeah. Or did you say, damn it, that backfired? I was just trying to.
I still want to look around.
I didn't mean right now, honey. I didn't mean right now, like in the future. But
she deleted her other comment.
I know. I had.
Have another one on there.
Oh yeah, Hunter pulling out the Google Pixel to cheat at music bingo, and me nonchalantly marking off my squares.
So as she read this, we were there last night doing it, and I'm like, oh, here's an answer.
Yeah, that's a good
you know
one.
what?
I like
and
that.
she's like, I don't want to post that because I'm scared. I'm like, look around you. There's people all around you doing.
Yeah, what is it?
Nobody's hiding what everybody knows. They're Shazamming the songs.
But you're sitting there like you're cheating on a test. Like,
well, you know what? On the Pixel, maybe they have it on iPhone too, but it's on the home screen. It's like on the bottom here of the home screen.
Oh yeah,
it's playing history or whatever. So you just like,
yeah.
We still
easy to cheat.
You know what? It's not like I'm cheating and winning. You know,
like, you still have to have them on your sheet. You know what I mean?
Cheating and losing.
Yeah,
it
right.
Sucks.
It's even more embarrassing. To add on to that, when I used to play Words with Friends all the time, I'd always cheat. I know it was wrong, but I would go to. There was like a website where you could put in your letters and it would tell you what you can spell. So yeah,
and you would still get work.
I still would. 3-letter words constantly. Let's see. You know what it was? A couple people said. Brandon and Robert said listening to Brock and Hunter every morning, listening to the Plan B morning show.
I mean, you're not wrong.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong on that one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Phil, I like Phil's answer. Something you know is wrong, but you do it anyways. Going golfing when my lady is watching our 11-month-old.
Dude, that is a great answer, and I hear that more so than ever, especially at my age that I'm at right now. Your buddies will come golfing and you hear that phone in the car, and they don't answer, and then 2 minutes later, I'm like,
yeah,
I bet you I know who that is.
You still on the golf course? You said you were playing 9. Well, I had a good front
and it's your buddy who always, okay, I got to answer this. And he walks away to the tree over there because he doesn't want you to know that he didn't let her know that he's golfing.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just at work, I'm just
yeah.
Like, guys, don't swing at this moment, would you? Don't no in the background or don't yell for or anything.
Shushing birds away with his putter, like, get out of here. Don't
Where are birds? You have the window.
I hear birds. Is the window up? I know you have a window in your office. You're at the golf course, you son of a bitch. No, but all joking aside, there are times like I've gone fishing and I'm like, and Kiki is great about it, but there's still times where like in her voice, she's like, no, that's fine. You can go. And I'm like, it doesn't sound like it's fine if I go right now. Or I don't know. I don't know.
When I come back, it's not going to be like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have a different attitude.
There's gonna be a lot of pots and pans slamming around. A lot of
you seen the short lately where the guy comes in and it's like just at sunset. He had a full day of golf and he opens the door and it goes right to the shot of the T-Rex. My wife when I get home from golf.
That's exactly it. Well. Let's see. Alan had a good one. Eat the wrong food. Yeah, fast food for me is on there. I know I shouldn't.
How about eating at night?
Yeah, eating at night. Yep.
I know I can't do that. Nope. I know exactly how I'm going to feel in the morning. I know I'm going to be hanging over that toilet. Like, why'd I eat all that food at like 11?
Yep.
Just sits there in your stomach all night. And,
Yeah.
but it's just food in general.
Yeah, every time I get fast food, I love it, but I know I'm like, God, I am just bringing on that early death with this. I'm just here's another heart attack in a bag. Fantastic, but it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Cheat days.
Well, it's not a cheat day when it's every day. That's just your day. That's just your life. That's all it is. That's just another day. Heather had a good one. Something that she knows is wrong, but does it anyways. Revenge or praying for karma. That's for me. Whenever I see someone parked like just a jerk or someone doing something I don't like, I'm like, I hope they get theirs. I hope, you know what I mean? It's wrong. You shouldn't be wishing bad on anyone, but God, it feels good though. It feels good.
It'll come back to him.
It feels good.
I don't think I ever. No, I do. I'll wish bad on if it's really bad situation.
Yeah,
there's times where you're like, no, don't think about that.
Come on. Right.
Stop
You just
that.
Just gotta turn the other cheek. What way? What?
You know what, man? There's some people out there. There's some people out there that have it coming. You do.
Yeah.
Got it coming.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times I'll sit there and just like,
I guess is it wrong for us to just maybe we don't wish it on them, but we can just think like, yeah, they're gonna get there someday.
They're gonna get
like,
there.
Is that okay?
It's
is that
gonna
okay
happen.
to do? Right?
Gonna,
I think so. I think that's okay to do every once in a while.
You know who you are.
God, there was an overwhelming response of listening to the Plan B morning show. I like Crystal's though. She took it to the next level. Listening to the Plan B morning show with the kids in the car. Yeah, that's definitely you know.
Ooh. You know what? When I go out, there are a lot of times where they're like, yeah, we listen on the way to school. And I'm like, don't tell me that because I don't want to change what I say and do on the show. Everything you hear here is natural. It's improv. And I don't want to be thinking about kids while we're talking about dumb vocabulary. All right.
Let's be honest, though, Hunter. You're pretty tame. It's usually my fault. Like, I get it. Like, I see where it's at.
Still guilty by association.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you just don't give a damn. You really don't.
Look.
You say when those people come around, you're like, yeah, you should turn it up.
Yeah. Listen, children. All right. I got something.
You know what I used to learn on the bus on the way to 4th grade?
Worse. It's worse than that.
Peanuts compared to what's on.
That's a church sermon compared to what I got for you.
Right.
Let's see. What else do we got? You know, Trisha had one drink. Yeah. Maybe drink in excess. And again, I'm not saying I'm chugging fists of whiskey, but I know I should cut back. It's the same thing with fast food or even smoking. You know what I mean?
You know, one of the greatest feelings I have the next morning is when I actually cut myself off the night before.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I got it. Okay, I'm to a point where I'm good. I don't need any more.
Yep.
Because I think I'm more of like once the engine goes,
it's
hard to stop the engine that night. And then the next morning, you're just like, then you won't drink for forever.
My dear God, right.
But when you cut yourself off at the right time, you wake up the next morning like, yeah, I feel great. And
look at that. I was responsible. This is great. Yeah. Just need to do that.
Really happens.
Should happen more. It's right. Let's end with Suzanne's answer. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry. What's something you know is wrong, but you do it anyway? Double dip. Damn it, Suzanne. It's gross.
I do it all the time.
Don't double dip. If you're by yourself in your own home, eating your own little single bowl of chips and salsa, go for it. But if you were in a public setting, you double dip the chip.
No, we were at my house, and we had the veggie tray out, and I was double dipping. And as I was double dipping, I noticed my wife's mom, Holly, watching me, and I was watching her watching me do it, and I knew what she was thinking in her head.
Are you making eye contact?
Like, damn, this dude's double dipping again. He's doing it. I could just see it on her face. Like, damn, like every time I would dip, like there would be a body motion of her, like, look it over, you know?
You see it,
and
yeah.
Finally, I just brought it up. I'm like, I'm a double dipper. I know
Gross.
you noticed. And she's like, why are you doing that?
Wait,
I'm like, because it's fine. I'm not sick. You can double dip. And celery's long. So I'm going to dip once and then eat a bare piece of celery? Like, no, I'm double dipping. Sorry.
Gross. What's her name? What's her name?
Holly.
Hey, Holly, I'm in my house, lady. I will double dip if I want to.
She would choke me out.
Take that piece of celery right in your throat. Yeah, that's a good one. Good one. And don't double dip unless you're in your
dip. It's your dip. You bought it. It's your house.
I bought the dip. I should be able to double dip. You know, I'm going to put my whole face in that dip. But anyway.
What about this?
Right.
What about this?
What?
Okay, piece of celery, right? Dip
Yep.
it, take a bite.
Yep.
Nobody wants you to double dip. Why?
Mm.
Why?
Because your mouth,
But your mouth was on it. Okay,
Yeah.
what if I dip it, bite it, turn it around, dip it again?
Then your dirty fingers were all over it.
Who prepped it?
Some guy at a store, because I know you didn't cut the vegetables up. There's no way. That's pre-made.
Did I just find the hack? I think
Nah,
I did.
I don't think you did.
I don't want your mouth turns on it. Well, I wash my hands. I'm gonna turn it around, dip it again. What's the big deal? What's the problem?
Here's what you do. If you love having an equal ratio, just make sure that they're all cut to single bite sizes. You dip it, and that's one bite. All right, one bite.
Okay.
Yeah. Who prepped it? The guy at the store you bought it from, more. Like Hunter's over there with a knife. Like, oh, this is gonna be nice.
He has some dirty ass hands. You could have.
Some guy could have licked them. You don't know. Anyway.
Exactly.
All right, we gotta go. We'll be back with more. It's the Plan B Morning Show. Stick around. All right, good enough. My God. Hey, thanks everyone for hanging out. We appreciate it. I hope I got to everyone. Good stuff on here. Before I go though, I want to give a shout out. So Grayson, our sales guy, Grayson, right? Who's back. Got to meet his lovely wife and their daughter last night, but she's a big fan of the show. Her name is Amelia, goes by Emmy, whatever. But
please let her be like at least 9.
She wrote me a very nice letter. Brock, so nice to finally meet you. I've never met Corey Taylor, but you remind me of him. Is it because of my thick neck? Is that what it is?
She reminds you of Corey
Is
Taylor,
it my
huh?
aggressive nature? Am I like him on stage? Is that what it is? But no. Emmy, thank you so much. And Grayson, if you're listening, if you're watching, buddy, we're so excited to have you back, man. We're so excited that you're back on the team and everything. But yeah,
leave just like we were saying, leave that wife and daughter and come golfing with me sometime.
Yeah, come golf. No, actually, no, don't, because he's like a really good golfer. So no, I don't need any more. I don't need another person to show me how bad I am at golf. Okay, but anyway, Emmy, thank you so much for the very nice note. I appreciate it, and thanks for listening. And good to have your husband back and you guys back in here. So. All right, we got to go. We will see you guys next time. Have a great day.